Tom is a melancholic type. he he is yearning for connection. He owns a bookstore and he's let it consume him as a means of isolating himself from the rest of the world and protecting himself from his own sadness. So when we meet him, he needs a win. He needs a sense of purpose, and Sandra enters his life and becomes this kind of light at the end of the tunnel. He doesn't have to go through things alone, and the relationship is rather fruitful until things from Sandra's past start to come up, and Tom tries to find a way to help her through that. I mean, I think it touches on the way that we perceive ourselves and the way that we perceive other people, and I think it does that through that kind of perspective framing device of allowing the audience to see the world from one character's point of view, and then when we see the world from another character's point of view, when we see that same character from another character's point of view, we view them differently, and I think there is a kind of duality to personhood in everyday life, because everything is so subjective. Briana's incredible. I love her so much. She's so great. She's so talented. Ben showed us a brief kind of cut of what we had shot so far, and I got to see Briana in her scenes that I wasn't in, and she is just a force. Julie is the best. I learn a lot from her because she's always making incredibly bold choices and always giving a variety. I think she really leads by example. I don't even think she seeks to teach, but I always absorb so much from talking to her and watching her perform. Ben is such an artist, and it's really refreshing to work with a director who puts character first. He approaches everything through story. How he's lining up his shot is through through story, through what he's trying to portray to the audience, what the scene is trying to say. That's like always his goal, is to translate the story through cinematic means and make sure that the audiences are absorbing the things that they need to absorb. John, I only worked with briefly, but he was very sweet, incredibly complimentary, which you always want to hear praise from people like that. And he's also incredibly tall, which I didn't know. Sebastian is also incredible. I know I've used that to describe everybody. But yeah, again, just so lived in and honest with every line that he says. He's warm and he talks to you like he's really invested in what you have to say.